Joshua's new contract. And before we talk about the fight, we're going to go down to Joe Markowski to talk about what is a huge night for DAZN on Saturday.
Yes, well, thank you, Eddie, and thank you for you all for being here today. A huge night for us, as you say, as part of a huge schedule this spring in the UK and around the world. Several homecomings. Canelo's homecoming on May the 6th. Katie Taylor's homecoming in Ireland on May the 20th. And of course, AJ's homecoming of sorts also in London at the O2 this weekend. Having worked with AJ for several years now around the world, we are delighted and very proud to be the exclusive broadcaster in the UK for AJ's career and for this fight this Saturday night. You've talked about our increased distribution. We're extremely excited about making this content available via DAZN to anyone on any screen. And we're extremely excited about what Saturday night brings, what it means for AJ's career, what it means for our business, what it means for our partnership with Matchroom. So we're tremendously excited and we're looking forward to Saturday night.
Yeah, you talk about that schedule upcoming, a huge couple of months, of course, starts with AJ. You talk about homecomings. Jesse Rodriguez next week trying to become a two-division world champion. A couple of weeks after that, Joe Caldina trying to become a two-time champion in Wales. Throw in the Misfits, throw in the Golden Boy shows, throw in additional boxing to be announced soon on DAZN. Unrivaled schedule moving forward, and the plan to keep locking in those big nights as we progress in the months of 2023.
Absolutely. We're going to keep investing in the best quality boxing schedule we can deliver. But this week's all about AJ. It's all about delivering value to our customers. The fight's available within your DAZN subscription in the UK, available via all those channels that you mentioned. So we're tremendously excited, very proud, and looking forward to a big night on Saturday night.
Thank you, Joe. We go to the fight of what is and has become one of the most important in the heavyweight division right now. As we said, Anthony Joshua last at the O2 7 years ago. The first fight for 7 years that doesn't involve a world title. On one hand, people talk about a dominant performance leading to Tyson Fury or a shot to become a three-time world champion. On the other hand, a bad performance can lead to the end of the road. High-level pressure on Saturday night at the O2. And this man to my left looking to derail that momentum. And welcome to the team. Firstly, Dimitri Salita, welcome. You're a big boxing fan, obviously, and you're always excited, especially when your guy has the opportunity of the underdog in this fight. You saw him put a great performance against Dillian Whyte. You weren't very happy with me that night. You felt that he won, and you actually said to me in the ring that night, he won that fight. Please give him the opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, and we're just a couple of days away from that now.
Well, we're very grateful for the opportunity and always love being in England for big fights. Very grateful and very honored. As Muhammad Ali used to say, the will has to be bigger than the skill. And in this fight, Jermaine's will is going to be bigger than Anthony Joshua's skill. Anthony Joshua is a great fighter, someone that I look up to and admired for many, many years and still admire. He's a great fighter. The show is appropriately called New Dawn and New Day because a new day is coming with Jermaine Franklin. I've seen him train in Florida several weeks ago. He looks in incredible shape. His trainer for many, many years, Jesse, is going to be in his corner, had a great camp, and we're looking forward to a big upset.
What wins this fight for Jermaine Franklin? I mean, you know, we talk backstage, you have a genuine look of excitement and belief in your eyes. You talk a great game up here, but you believe he wins this fight, and you believe he does it how?
I believe that as fighters, we have 4 things that drive us. So Anthony Joshua is a world champion, made tremendous paydays, is a celebrity, great fighter. He's accomplished everything. In the ring, when you're faced with a feeling of being uncomfortable, you think about all these forces that drive you. And Anthony Joshua has accomplished all these things. Jermaine Franklin is a hungry fighter who has the skills and the potential to accomplish this. And every day of this training camp, every day of his life, he's been dreaming about this moment. I believe that Anthony, at this stage of his career, has to have his trainer motivate him, has to have a sports psychologist or whatever it is, different outward sources motivate him to be successful. Jermaine, on the other hand, is internally motivated from the time he gets up to the time he goes to sleep. His dreams are of winning this fight. And I believe when Jermaine is going to make Joshua uncomfortable, those are our keys to victory.
Well, let's talk to the trainers. Jesse Addison, welcome. You were on great form for the last fight with Dillian Whyte, and you come to this fight full of confidence as well, and I guess full of Jermaine believing now that he is a true elite heavyweight after that last performance. He looks in tremendous shape. He says he didn't really leave the gym after the Dillian Whyte fight. You come with the same confidence as you did for that fight week press conference as well?
Of course, I come with even more confidence. We went to training camp in Florida. We had a very nice training camp. I got a chance to do things the way that I wanted to do, the way that I know was best fit for Jermaine, and we put a lot of assignments out in front of him, and he passed every assignment. So now we're just looking to pass a big test Saturday.
Obviously, there's a lot of respect from both teams, but what do you see in this fight that gives you the confidence that Jermaine wins this? What are the keys to victory for him on Saturday?
Hard work. Hard work. He had worked very, very hard. He had worked extremely hard. Like I say, we went to Florida. We dug down real deep. We trained in the morning. We trained in the evening. We trained at night. We didn't rest. We just trained. And so Jermaine is ready. He's ready for this fight. This is something that I prepared him for. I told him that one day he would be up against Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. And so now, you know, that plan is coming a reality.
Obviously, a lot of pressure on Anthony Joshua as well. You feel that you got him at the right time. He needs to bounce back with victory, new training team as well, but you believe he's there for the taking on Saturday night?
Well, at any given time that a fighter get in the ring, he's there for the taking. I respect everything that Anthony Joshua has accomplished as a fighter. He's a great fighter. I don't feel like that if he loses this fight, his career is over. You know, that's just a new era of boxing. Back when Muhammad Ali and George Foreman and Joe Frazier, them guys were losing fights on the regular, but they would come right back and they'll fight for a world championship. And I think that's where we're going back to now, because we got so many gifted heavyweights out there. But yeah, of course, when Jermaine get in there with him this Saturday night, he will suffer a loss.
We expect a great fight. You have two good heavyweights, and in the opposite corner you have a big, strong heavyweight with fast hands that can really punch as well. It's going to be an explosive fight. You see your man winning inside the distance on Saturday?
I see my man winning. I see my man winning the fight. If we win by knockout, he'll win the fight. If we have to go decision, he'll win the fight. As far as him being a big man, we don't worry about that. Jermaine have been fighting big mans his whole career. Going through the amateurs, we fought guys that was 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". He was the shortest man in the division. And in the amateur tournament, this is a tournament where you don't even get a chance to prepare. You fight one day, you fight the next day, and go on. So we well prepared for this.
In the opposing corner, Derrick James. Derrick, welcome. Your first fight under Anthony Joshua. I was there just a couple of weeks ago in the gym watching you guys work hard. A good camp, a good experience, a good pupil as well. People talk about dedication, people talk about desire. You see that in droves from Anthony Joshua.
No doubt, yeah. I mean, I think that, first of all, I'm happy to be here, you know, and I think that I learned a lot about Anthony from his dedication and the fact that he has always a student. He's always wants more and wants more and wants more. And so I think that today, this Saturday, it'll be a night where we'll show everything that we've been working on.
Obviously, an unbelievable career, 7 years of world championship fights as well. This is the kind of fight that if we're talking about regaining the world heavyweight title, fighting the likes of Wilder and Fury and those kind of guys, do we look for a statement here, victory by any means necessary, expecting a tough fight against this man as well?
I think that Jermaine Franklin is a very tough fighter. I think that for me, I really don't care about how we get it. I just care that we get it. You know what I mean? I think that, or if it's get to a point to where I could see it, let's go get it. I'm like, let's go get it right now. But I think that initially he's just going in there, it's all about winning the fight. Regardless of how he wins, I don't care about that. I just care that he comes out victorious, and if I see the knockout, let's go get him. If he's ready to take him, let's take him. I'm going to tell him.
And finally as well, for you as trainer of the year last year, of course,
right.
Great relationships with some pound-for-pound great fighters, but a big night for you in your career as well. It's going to be a packed-out, sold-out show on Saturday night. The eyes of the world watching this man as well. You're excited as well with all your experience in the sport, and you two seem to have a great relationship. It means a lot on Saturday.
Yeah, like I said, I'm happy to be here. This is my first fight as a heavyweight trainer. You know what I mean? So, and you're coming over to the UK, and everybody's been very receptive, very nice. So it's good. We come out to it's all about the focus. It's all about how he's focused and how much he's dedicated, how much he sacrificed to be here. He sacrifices a lot to leave the comfort of the UK to come to Dallas. Even in the wintertime, it was hot. So it's like, you sacrifice. And that's what it's all about. Everybody's working hard, everybody's pushing, but it's always about what you're willing to give up to be successful. Because everybody's working hard, but everybody's not willing to give up something. And he was willing